Big day for XRP, but the price still holding strong and some pretty important announcements coming out of Uphold, a deep-rooted liquidity provider that Ripple is partnered with. All of that in this video, so let's get into it. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Like I said, very interesting news coming out from XRP. We actually had that big announcement today from the SEC. We're going to break it all down for you in this video. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with everything going on with XRP and the rest of the cryptocurrency space. We bring you the latest and greatest right here on the 2-Bit Crypto channel. So with that being said, Judge says Ripple must hand over the financial settlements to the SEC. Now, we know the SEC has been lobbying for this, and it's a pretty big deal to a degree, all right? To a degree, I know a few people would say, well, it's not. Ultimately, what does it give? Gives SEC access to those financial records of the sale of XRP in the time in which the SEC is basically suing them and claiming that they're security. So it isn't the end of the world. It is a pretty big deal, though. Ultimately, the judge has demanded Ripple Labs hand over historical financial statements fulfilling a request that the Securities and Exchange Commission made many years ago, court documents show. Now, ultimately, my view here is they are clinging to anything they possibly can. I don't believe they'll find anything that they want. I think we would have got through that, and equally, we wouldn't have such a strong point from Ripple if there was anything that was untoward. I think this would all have come back. But ultimately, here was the official judge filing that came out. You see there, Sarah Nutburn, the United States Magistrates judge, ultimately residing over this part of the case and ruling in favor of the SEC. So the Securities and Exchange Commission seeks an order compelling Ripple Labs to produce 2022 and 2023 financial statements and produce post-complaint contracts governing institutional sales and answer any interrogatory regarding the amount of XRP institutional sales proceeds it received after the complaint was filed, ECF number 925. Ultimately, it goes through everything that they expect, ultimately what they want. Finally, here is the post-complaint XRP institutional sale proceeds. And finally, the two lines at the bottom, it says the SEC's motion is granted in full. The clerk of court is respectfully requested to terminate the motion at ECF number 925. So ordered. So Sarah Nutburn there, ultimately giving the SEC what they want. What does it mean, though? That's the big question. Well, ultimately, all they're going to be able to do is see those financial records that ultimately was the sale of XRP. Now, whether that's going to open up anything, who knows? But it was a $1.3 billion lawsuit allegedly selling unregistered securities in the form of XRP. Now, we have some key dates that align to this. We talked about them yesterday in my video, April 16th, April 24th, as the court case ultimately comes to fruition, which we do need to be mindful of on the back of it. And I think we'll see how this all plays out. Like I said, my view, ultimately, it is just a move from the SEC. They haven't got much more to do. The Coinbase case will ultimately be a big pivotal moment as well. If the SEC does lose that court case, it could be very interesting and very determinating on the XRP case as well. Now, also exciting is my partnership with CTF Token. We talked about them a little bit, but interesting news. Embracing new partnerships underscores our unwavering commitment to expansion and fostering innovative projects within the blockchain realm. Collaboratively, we thrive, and Foolish Crypto Trading Fund remains steadfast in providing comprehensive support for projects amplifying on groundbreaking innovation. Now, CTF Token has been doing a ton of good work, both XRP, XLM, you can get just by DMing their account. Likewise, the XRPL trade link and the website for CTF Token on the description, so you can check them out. But doing good stuff, actually one of the biggest projects launching on XRPL and fundamentally bringing a massive opportunity for anyone wanting to invest in their token. Check them out over at CTFtoken.com. All the links will be in the description. Like I said, definitely worthwhile taking a look at what they are providing. Crypto trading from blockchain powered passive income. So definitely have a look at that. Finally, the Uphold bit. I want to talk a little bit about that. Exciting news for everyone that's in XRP. Now, we know Ripple partnered back up with Uphold for many different reasons, not only just the liquidity they have. And this is probably the first big thing coming out of that partnership. That's right, where they have an exciting Uphold XRP Army NFT. Absolutely fantastic. Says these exclusive NFTs made in collaboration with Xpunk NFTs are available to those that submitted their XRPL wallet address successfully. And I guess, what does it mean? It brings together the sentiment of Uphold and XRP, and this is a really important partnership. We know that there's a ton of stuff going on over Uphold. We know they have massive amounts of liquidity to really help the XRPL build out. Remember, it's all about the financial regulation. It's all about those financial institutions, and more importantly, building out for the 2024 bull run. So taking a look at the price, well, currently trading around that 50-cent mark where we've been for quite some time. The lower support around 45 and the upper resistance around 56 are sort of the trending line that we've got. The rest of the market did take a bit of a hit today. What do we want to see with XRP? We need to see it break above this 50-day exponential moving average. What I would say though, given the news we've had today, the price has actually sustained relatively stable, even though that SEC court case has ultimately ruled in the favor of the SEC in the short term. What does that mean? People are very bullish about what's going on with XRP, and I think at the same time, people are not really too worried about what's going to come out of those documents. However, the price is still pretty flat. That's the honest answer. That's where we sit on the daily time frame. In the shorter time frame, we are still seeing a bit of a decline, well under that 200-day exponential moving average, and likewise the 50. Now, we did test the 50. We want to see this kind of break above. MACD is holding pretty short. We're probably coming to a point now where we are going to see this divergence, and we could go either way. A lot of you will be thinking, well, that's not very good tier 2 bit. The reality here is that if we see that positive MACD cross, we could see the upside move alongside the rest of the sentiment of the market moving with us. We'll have to see how it all plays out. Let me know though in the comments, what do you think we're going to do with XRP? I've said strong that I don't think we'll see any massive breakouts before we see this court case and ultimately these documents fully wash through. But ultimately, once that happens, well, I'd expect XRP to get a pretty strong move. Let me know though in the comments, what do you think of all of this? Are you worried about what could be in those documents that the SEC have got hold of or not? Let me know. Always in the description down below. Check out CTF Token. Don't forget, that will be down there as well. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.